Hey everybody, let's talk about rotated rectangles. And with this tool, you can actually create a rectangular plane. A plane is a flat surface. You can create a rectangular plane that looks like it's hinged out from something and swinging open. And you do that similar to how we use the 2-point arc. Let's just review that real quick. The arc tool is the curved line tool right below the line tool. And a 2-point arc works under the premise that you're going to choose 2 points, click one time and let go over and click a second time and let go, 2 points between which you're going to bow an arc in the air. And if you look for on blue axis, it'll go up. If you let it go to the green or the red axis, it's flat on the X. So that creates a hinge between which you're creating this arc surface. So if you know how to do that from the arc tutorial, Control Z and undo that, then you'll know how to create a rotated rectangle in the same way. So the first thing I want you to do is make sure you have a 3-dimensional box. It's easier than a cylinder because this is a curved surface. Have a 3-dimensional box here, draw a rectangle, pull it into a box, and we'll use that as the building that we're going to build on. First, draw with a regular rectangle tool the shape of a doorway on the side. Left click, pull it out. You can go randomly here, I suppose. Didn't draw it randomly, or what is going on? There. Or you can type in the dimensions. Like this is roughly 3 feet, 10 and something inches, 6 and 4. I could just type in 3 apostrophe, comma, change dimension. 6 apostrophe, that's 3 feet by 6 feet, enter. There's my narrow doorway for my narrow self. All right. So once you've drawn a doorway on the side of something, go now to the rotated rectangle tool because you're going to choose 2 points that you want to hinge this rotated rectangle on so it can swing. You could do it on the side or on the top. Let's start with the side, imagining that this is where we want the hinge to be. Click one time on the top endpoint and let go. Come down to the bottom endpoint, click a second time and let go. And when you move away from that surface, you'll see a dotted arc that will let you know just how long this door would be if it were to reach the side of the wall. And you can line it up to be the same size as your door opening. Now, there are different ways to cut this door opening. Click a third time and there's your door. You could either go to the select tool and select this area in here and it becomes dotted. And then you can delete or backspace. Yeah, that's always a crowd pleaser. Or Control Z and undo that. You can just, any tool that you're in, like rotated rectangle, assuming you haven't gone out of the rotated rectangle tool, you can just put your mouse there and right button click it and choose to click this scissors cut icon or the erase word, and it will cut it or erase it. Same thing. You could also Control Z, right click this area like you're about to do that and simply hit backspace or delete on your keyboard because you've identified something that you want to affect. So 3 or 4 different ways to do something. All roads lead to Rome. Whichever is fastest or most efficient for you, go ahead and do that. Now orbit around to the side of this. Since we've created a hinge on the side like a door, let's imagine that we want to create something like a garage door that comes up in the air. So where are you going to hinge it? Right, you hinge it at the top. Left click, pull out a long rectangle shape. On the side of this, this will be our doorway. In fact, you can right click this and delete it now. All right, now go to the rectangle, the rotated rectangle tool. And now hinge it 2 times at the top of this opening. Click one time, left click and let it go. Move over, left click and let it go a second time. And as you move away from this, you'll see that dotted arc coming down. Now you can choose to make it the same size. You can make it a little smaller if you want. I don't really care. It depends on what you're building as to how specific it should be. So if you do this and click it in place, you'll see that, yes, you have your rotated rectangle like a garage door, but it also closed up this space because you added this shape to that top side. So I've never seen that before. Go ahead and erase it. All right, there you go. And now you have an awning under which you can have your people come in and get out of the rain or the sun and enjoy all the stuff that you have for them inside your store here. So those are 2 different ways of using the rotated rectangle in different positions. I will show you some more later, but as long as you have those fundamentals, you're doing all right.